All clear.
Welcome to AC Bible Stadium in Leander, Texas. Tonight the Leander Lions play the Glen Grizzlies. Welcome back to Friday Night Football in Leander. It has been a long time, and we are back. I am Mark Sickles. I'll be providing play-by-play commentary this evening. Joining me tonight on the broadcast is Chuck Cracy, normally the PA announcer here at the stadium, but he'll be providing color and also doing production. Thanks, Chuck.
Yeah, thanks for that ear-splitting opening. I apologize if anybody's radio was turned up too high.
And Mickey Holden is handling the camera duties. Welcome back, Mickey. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you guys.
And Rich Hensley is out tonight, so Chuck is filling his duty. So we are back. Pandemic football here at Leander High School. Leander is the visiting team tonight. Chuck, it's kind of odd sitting on this side in the press box looking across the stadium and seeing our fans over there, but that's how they're handling it tonight.
The famous line band on the other side of the field.
Yep. So we're going to have a great game tonight opening up here at Leander. We have about 4 minutes left. We had a slight rain delay, lightning, but that has cleared up, and the players are out on the field, and they are getting ready to take off. We have Leander wearing their white on white. Glenn is wearing the blue on orange, and we're about to get into the national anthem, so we'll go quiet here, see if we can pull that up on the broadcast, and we'll be right back.
Glenn High School cadets from Air Force Junior ROTC, Texas 2-0. Colors. Please stand, remove any cover on your head, and remain standing until the colors exit the field. Bearer of the American flag, Cadet Colonel Hope Trinidad. American flag guard, Cadet Staff Sergeant Dylan Swanson. Bearer of the Texas flag, Cadet Airman Basic Riley Nance. Texas Flag Guard, Cadet Senior Airman Austin Kuhn. Instructors for Texas 2007 are Lieutenant Colonel, retired Jeff Moffitt, and Master Sergeant, retired Henry Jackson. And now, to honor America with the singing of the national anthem, members of Glen High School Choir Department's choral, under the direction of Larissa Killingsworth.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight.
Nice job. Well, before we go any further, let's thank our Leander Lion Football Booster Club sponsors, the platinum sponsors, Thrive Realty, Modern Shade, PK Custom Pools, and Quality Moving and Storage. We also have the gold sponsor, Funk.com. So, Chuck, ready for some football?
I am, Mark, but I am having a little trouble with the production part of it. I can't quite get the scoreboard. We may have to utilize the baseball scoreboard and just modify it a bit.
Well, we'll do what we can. Mickey, you ready?
I am ready.
I'm excited. Hey, it's finally back. Everyone's been either working from home or hybrid, going in and out of the office, and it's great seeing the kids out here on the field. And, it's always exciting when the kids go back to school. We know football's right around the corner. So we are out here at Bible Stadium. We're about to get to kickoff, and it's going to be an exciting season this year for the Leander Lions. The captains out there tonight for Leander, number 1, Aiden Parrott, quarterback, number 24, Andre Burt, linebacker, and number 51, Daniel Martin, offensive lineman. For the Grizzlies, the captains were number 11, Charles Bordner Jr., wide receiver, number 12, Mateo De Luca, a linebacker, number 45, Anthony Click, a linebacker, and number 63, Trenton Taseka, an offensive lineman. So Glenn is getting ready to kick off. Back deep for Leander's number 23 and number 3. That is Braden Kano and Chancellor Moody.
It's Friday night.
Kind of excited to see what Braden Kano can potentially do from that area there in the back, returning kicks.
Yeah, definitely one of the fastest on the team. And kicking for Glenn is number 7, Fernando Rosas.
Football fans, it's time to play Grizzly football.
So here is the kickoff. It is high down the middle, and it's going to go into the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Leander will be setting up 1st and 10. Once again, they're wearing their white on whites, and they will be going left to right if you're listening to the broadcast. Glenn is wearing their blue on orange. So Leander comes out. At quarterback is number 1, Aiden Parrott. In the backfield with him is number 16, Alexander Franklin. Got the spread formation, 2 receivers on each side. Glenn comes in with a couple down linemen, 3 or 4 linebackers set up. Parrott getting ready to call the first play, but he calls a timeout. A little bit of miscommunication there early on for Leander.
Well, you have some scrimmages here early in the season, but you don't really get to work on game-type situations with a game clock and a play clock and, the first play jitters all working after a year of COVID where the season was really crazy for these kids. The returners are, certainly excited to get started here tonight.
Yeah. A little bit of miscommunication on the lineup. Follow us this season on SHN Sports. That's what tonight's game is being broadcast on. You can follow our games all this season at shnsports.com. So back again, ready for the first snap for Leander. They're setting up at their 25-yard line. Twins on each side. Franklin behind Parrott. Man in motion. Sets up on the wing. Goes back out to the left side. Snap is back. And there's a handoff up the middle to Franklin. Off the left side. Picked up about 3 on that push.
Big crowd of Glenn defenders there, led by number 48 of the Grizzlies. That's Tendai Cherbivu. Of course, it's the guy with the hardest name to pronounce, making the first tackle.
So Leander comes out once again, 2nd and 7. Man in motion across the backfield. Snap is back. Another handoff up the middle. Tough run. Franklin tries to stretch out. He gets close to the first down. I think he's got it.
They're going to give it to him for sure. The referee's on the line. Looks like the referee near side, though, is a little shy, so they are going to make it.
It's going to be a little short. He didn't give him that extra reach over his head when he was going down, so it's going to be a short 3rd and about a foot.
The Glen side referee on the sideline had it a little short. Looked like the Leander side had him right on the line, but they split the difference.
So Parrott in the deep snap, shotgun, another handoff up the middle. Franklin easily gets a first down, and he's still pushing. He got about 7 on that right at the middle. Good job by Franklin, a good job by that offensive line.
And you can tell, especially here early, the Lions offense going to lean on Alex Franklin, the big senior running back.
Yeah,
he really showed out last year coming from the defensive side of the ball when the Lions needed him in the backfield.
Yeah, he also did a really good job in the scrimmage as well this past week when they played Marble Falls. So Peyton Gordon in the backfield with Franklin, split to each side of Parrott, gets a snap, and it's a handoff to the right side. Gets about 2 on that carry. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. Ball is now at the 42-yard line. Got about almost down to 10 minutes here in the first quarter, and now we have a man down for Leander. Looks like an offensive lineman. So why don't we take a quick break, and we'll be right back. After the break for the injury, the clock is now running under 10 minutes. Leander sets up. 2nd and 8 on their 43-yard line. Snap is back. Parrott looking to run off the left side. Gets outside, breaks a tackle, gets out to the 50-yard line. He'll be about a yard short. Designed run by the quarterback. So that'll set up a short 3rd and 1.
You know, it's easy to say after the fact, but right before the Science injury, I was going to say, why didn't Parrott pull that one instead of handing it to Franklin on the play prior?
So short 3rd and 1, Leander quickly up to the line. They're not getting in the huddle. They're calling the plays from the line, and they drew him off sides. Looks like a free play. He's throwing it down the sideline. It is up, and it is caught. Oh, they're calling dead ball?
They whistled it because of contact. Near side referee here, the head linesman. It'll be a first down, Lions in Grizzly territory. I want to apologize again for the scoreboard. I realize it's a baseball scoreboard. We're going to keep you updated as to what quarter, what's going on down in distance, and we'll get it fixed as the season wears on.
So with that penalty, it'll give Leander a first down. They've got a pretty good drive going here, their opening series.
Yeah, you like to see they flip the field to open the game at the very least. Give their defense a better opportunity if they can't execute here on this drive.
Webster in motion across the backfield. Another handoff up the middle to Franklin. He's getting a good push by the offensive line, and he's just keeping his legs moving. He got about 4 on that one.
And that's Cheerboov again on the tackle. And Philip Sines, even after limping off a couple of plays ago, opened a pretty good-sized hole there in the middle.
Yep. So it'll be a 2nd and 6, about 8 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first. Leander with basically running every play so far, and they're churning up some yardage.
Whatever works, and it also shortens the game.
Webster in motion across the backfield. Another handoff to Franklin on the left side, and they come up quick, and they stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was good penetration there by the Glen Grizzly defense. And again, number 48, Cheerboov on the tackle. And I'm not sure, I'm sure I'm butchering his name, but playing excellent there in the middle for the Grizzlies.
So Leander's looking at a 3rd and 9 on the Grizzly 44-yard line. Spread formation, 2 on each side. Franklin to the left of Parrott in the backfield. Snap is back. He's looking to throw on the left side. He throws it. Floater over. Incomplete.
A wide open Aiden Salazar, but Salazar not Shaq by any stretch. He needs that pass to be a little bit shorter.
Yep. I mean, that was a little bit overthrown.
I think that was just a bit of excitement from Aiden Parrott to see how open Aiden Salazar was. But unfortunately, the Lions will have to bring out the kicking team. But as I said, you know, they can flip the field pretty easy here, and they may be able to even pin the Grizzlies back deep with a good punt.
So back to kick for Leander's number 34, Hudson Howe. Snap is back. Kick is up. It's short off the side of his foot. Bounces at the 44 and goes out about the 36 and goes out about the 33, 32-yard line for the Grizzlies. Not a good punt. Came off the side of his foot really high and floated.
Certainly not what you would have wanted to flip the field. I mean, it's flipped enough, but you had an opportunity there with a good kick deep inside the red zone to be able to pin the Grizzlies back, and that unfortunately did not happen for the Lions. But again, first punt of the season. You know, you've got to get those jitters out of the way. Punters don't get to go run out there and hit somebody to get the butterflies knocked out.
No, they don't.
They have to be hit.
Yeah.
So,
well, I guess after the punt.
Grizzlies come up quickly. William Mendez, number 13, handoff to the right side. Open up. Picked up about 5 on that. And that was a handoff to get his number here.
Gavin Brzezinski
28.
on the tackle for the Lions.
28, Mason Johnson, running back off the right side. Picked up about 6, bring up 2nd and 4. Grizzlies quickly get up to the line. Don't give you a lot to look at for the defense. Mendez quickly behind the line, single back, man in motion. And there's a handoff off the left side, and looks like he's got enough for the first down.
Preston P. Ryan there leading the charge for the Lion defense.
Once again, that was number 28, Mason Johnson. Picks up enough for a first down for the Grizzlies, so now they're sitting at their 44-yard line.
Like to see a good stop here by the Lion defense. You know, 1 first down's fine. You can give them a couple, maybe 3, but you don't want them to turn it into points here early.
Yeah, Leander played against Marble Falls, had a similar offense. They quickly get up to the line. They're tight, and they run a lot. Kind of a counter play, and it was stood up nicely by number 6.
Jalen Jammer.
Jalen Jammer came up.
That was Joshua Contreras on the carry for the Grizzlies, number 2. And it was a nicely designed play, but it was a good play by Jammer. Obviously watched a little bit of film this week between the Marble Falls scrimmage and what the Grizzlies are doing that is similar, and he was able to come up and make a nice play from the secondary.
So we're looking at about a 2nd and 7. Mendez getting ready. He's in the shotgun. Handoff. No, he's going to keep it himself, go to the outside, and he is turned in. Good job by number 3 on the outside, turning him in to make the tackle, and that's Chancellor Moody.
Yeah, it's real close. Looks like they're going to give him the first down.
Yep, they're going to move the chains.
But it doesn't look like a first down from where the ball's marked to where the chain is. I think Coach needs to come out and object if they try to move and they did it.
They do. They move it. So Grizzlies with another first down, about 5:30 left here in the first. Mendez, handoff up the middle.
It's a straight dive play.
Got about 5 on that.
Getting up off the bottom for the Lions, number 44, Bert Holyfield.
Once again, Johnson with the carry. Brings up a 2nd and 5. They're now at Leander's 41-yard line. Get into Lion territory.
Yeah, you got to be able to stop those straight dives. You got to force the trickery in this kind of offense. If you're going to give them straight lead plays or dive plays, it's going to be a long night for the Lion defense.
So Mendez gets the play from the sideline. Grizzlies quickly up to the line. And there's a jump on the left side, so that'll move them back 5.
Yeah, false start. He was a whole cadence count ahead of the rest of the offense. So that'll make it 2nd and 10 and basically negate, or almost 2nd and 9. It'll basically negate that last play.
Everyone's got the first game jitters.
Yep. Pretty good crowd out here tonight at Bible Stadium on both sides. Of course, it's close enough for both teams, and the fans just right up the road here from Bible Stadium. Dugar is in the backfield. Come in motion, hand off to Dugar, and he's hit right behind the line of scrimmage, but he breaks a tackle, and he stood up once again.
Holyfield did a good job of making that initial contact and slowing him up and preventing any significant gain.
So we're looking at about a 3rd and 7. Big play here for Leander early in the game for their defense.
Looked like Daniel Cedillo was there.
And Preston Perrine.
And Perrine to clean that up. They had him for a loss with the initial Holyfield hit, but he did a good job of keeping his balance, pushing forward.
So Leander's got to make a play right here on defense. They could go for it 2 downs, but let's see what they do here. Mendez gets a snap. Is a handoff.
They got it.
Up the middle. Good job by Leander defense. 3 players right there. 25, 42, and 53.
Yeah, number 53 leading the charge, Daniel Cedillo, having a big game here early.
Perrine in there as well, so that'll bring up a 4th down. Looks like they're going to bring the punting unit out, so great job by Leander defense holding that play right there at the line of scrimmage.
That was 2-down territory if you got a decent gain on 3rd down, but that certainly negated going for it on 4th unless there's some kind of trick play here on special teams.
Yeah, Rosas is back to punt, and Jake Webster back deep for Leander. He's about at his 7-yard line. Kick is up. Wobbly calls a fair catch right about the 9-yard line.
So be backed up a little bit.
So 2:55 left here in the first. Leander will have its 2nd offensive series. See if they can continue their push down the field. They've been running a lot tonight. They had 1 pass that was incomplete, but other than that, they've been doing a pretty good job moving the ball, running the ball.
Yeah, we're still scoreless here in the first period. If you're just tuning in, 2 minutes, 54 seconds. Had a failure of the scoreboard. More of a failure of the producer than the scoreboard, but we're going to utilize the scoreboard that is working, and we'll take care of it as the season wears on.
Snap is back. Parrott looks to throw quickly over here to Webster. Unable to shed that block, and the defender coming up, number 14. Good job getting off. That was Ethan Bruman.
You know, I'm not so sure that they're not potentially setting up a double pass with that play, trying to see how it looked and how it developed. If they would have gained more yardage, that would have made more sense.
Lost 2 yards on that pass attempt. So Parrott offset by a couple backs, and it is a fake handoff and a carry by himself off the right side.
He just followed the lead block of Alex Franklin after the fake.
Picked up maybe 2.5.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be about 3rd and 9.
Ball is on the near hash.
Don't want to get forced into a punting situation here with your back against the goal line. At the very least, you want to get real close to that yard to gain.
Trips on the far side. Parrott with the snap, looking to pass, and he gets sacked.
You're lucky there wasn't a turnover there. There was just immense pressure from the Glen Grizzly defense there. Almost all 4 of the defensive linemen converged onto Aiden Parrott, and it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, it looks like he was going to do a play-action pass, but he didn't have time to get the ball out. Good job holding on to it, not turning the ball over. So Leander will have a 4th and about 13 on their 7-yard line.
And they're going to run it down, the play clock down as close as they can here. It'll be about a minute left when he punts it.
Ivan Rodriguez back in the end zone getting ready to punt.
He's got a nice leg. That's why they put him out here for this punt.
And back deep
for delay a game.
Back deep for Glenn.
Unless they got a timeout called.
Is number 2, Nehemiah Carter.
Yeah, they called a delay. And so that'll push Rodriguez further back against the back line.
Yeah, ball's now at the 3-yard line. Still has enough room in the end zone to set up and get the kickoff. Just got to be a good snap, and he's about 2 yards in from the end zone. Snap is back. Kick is up. Oh, it's off the side of his foot.
Oh, that's a terrible situation
wow.
for the Lion defense. Has now got their back against the goal line. The Grizzlies will have it at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it looked even shorter than that from the punt, but they put it basically at the line of scrimmage.
There's 40 seconds remaining here in the first period, and we're still scoreless, but the Grizzlies have an easy chip shot at the very least if they're not able to punch it in. Lion defense is going to have to stiffen their neck here and see if they can make a stop.
So Mendez gets the call for the Grizzlies. They quickly once again get up to the line of scrimmage. He's in the shotgun. Behind him is number 28, Johnson. And it is a handoff on the left side, sweep play. And he gets down inside the 5-yard line. They'll put him right about the 5-yard line. That was number 2 on the carry, Joshua Contreras.
And Brzezinski there coming up from the safety spot to make the tackle. You want to, inside the 10 there, you want to hope your defensive end or corner or even outside linebacker get up there and make that play. But good job by Brzezinski coming up from safety to support the run there.
So we're looking at about a 2nd and goal here from the 5.
Grizzlies with a quick move from the huddle to the line.
Mendez quickly with the handoff to Johnson. He barrels in. Touchdown, Glenn. They get the first points of the game. Go up 6-0 right here. Yeah, pretty good run by Johnson up the middle. Broke a few tackles, was able to get across that goal line. So they are going to go for the extra point. Fernando Rosas in to kick. Good snap, good hold, and it is good. So the Grizzlies jump on top early, 7-0. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Bible Stadium, here with the Leander Lions versus the Glen Grizzlies. We want to give a big shout out to the Leander Lions Football Booster Club sponsors, the platinum sponsors, Thrive Realty, Modern Shade, PK Custom Pools, and Quality Moving and Storage. And our gold sponsor, Funk.com. Well, Chuck, a couple shanks off the punt and put Leander in some bad position on basically both of them.
Right. My mic's turned down. That's correct, Mark. You know, it really was the, shoot yourself in the foot first quarter for the Leander Lions. They had to have worked out the butterflies at this point because, it wasn't like Glenn overpowered them in the first quarter. They had a good opening drive, moved the ball with a lot of runs down to about midfield. And since then, they've had problems.
So back deep for Leander for the kick, number 3, Chancellor Moody, and number 23, Braden Cano. Rosas getting ready to kick for Leander. They flip the field, so Glenn is kicking from left to right. Kick is up. It is deep. It is going to be by Moody at the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's got some room to the 40. See if he can get past the kicker. 50. They're not going to. Oh, it's a foot race. To the 20, they're not going to catch him. He's going in for a touchdown. No flags on the field.
And that is what you call a very quick answer from the Lions special team to just snatch away any momentum the Glen Grizzlies had after that shanked punt there at the end of the first quarter.
Outstanding blocking from the kickoff return team. You could just see it in the middle open up. He was able to get through. He was able to get around the kicker And then it was a foot race, and you could tell after about 5 or 6 yards they weren't going to catch him. So great job by Moody, evening up the score so far, point after attempt pending. But great job by Leander coming back. And we haven't seen a special team score like that in a long time here.
No, that was nice.
And
the,
a throw out to the right.
And the Lions get the
let's see if
lead.
he got in. Are they going to? They're going to give it to him. They're going to give it to him.
The Lions got the lead. Well, he broke the plane of the end zone before the ball was jarred loose by the ground. Obviously, ground can't cause a fumble, so executed the trick play and caught Glenn sleeping on special teams to take an early lead, early for the second quarter.
Yeah, 8-7, 2-point conversion there. And, yeah, we see that a lot. You call it swinging gate or whatever you want to call it, and they usually line up and they come back and kick it. But they saw the advantage out there. They took it. They threw it. He was able to just stretch across that goal line. So Leander with an 8-7 lead here at Bible Stadium. Good game so far, Chuck. What do you think?
I'm enjoying it, that's for sure. Football season is here. It's underway. The Lions are on top. We're early first half still, mid first half, but they certainly showed that they have three facets of their game. It's not just going to be running the ball on offense.
Yeah, a lot of energy here from both teams. Mickey, what do you think about that?
It's great to see everybody stepping up, especially special teams. It's a nice way to start the season and get the first touchdown.
So here we go. Leander is getting ready to kick off from their 40-yard line. They're going to set up on the near hash. The sun is now back out right in Leander's face. We've had a little bit of rain throughout the day here in Leander, but the sun is now back out and shining. So we'll see if that affects the defense in any way. Getting ready to kick for Leander is number 31, Ivan Rodriguez, and back for Glenn. They have three players. Looks like trying to see their numbers here for the broadcast. Sorry, can't see any of their numbers right here. The kick is up, and it's going to be an onside kick. Oh, and it is recovered.
Oh, the Lions almost had that opportunity to get it, but he was able to get his hands on it after losing control for just a second.
Right at the 50-yard line. I like the chances that Leander's taking out here. They're being aggressive on special teams, especially with that onside kick, but it gives Glenn great field position, setting up right at midfield.
Yeah, that's Coach McClain, the special teams coordinator, showing a few of the plays out of his playbook.
If that would have taken just one more little bounce, I think that would have popped up over that player for Glenn on the near side. So Mendez gets the snap, handoff off the left side to number 27, Dugar.
That was a nice hole by the left side of the Grizzly offensive line. Looked like they want to come back with an answer for themselves and try to get the momentum back. The Lions tried to just snatch it away for the remainder of the half, but Grizzlies able to get that onside recovery. Down one to the Lions, 8-7. They have the ball in line territory at the 42.
Yeah, good run by Dugar. Picked up about 8 on that. It'll be a 2nd and 2. Ball is at the Leander 42-yard line. Glenn quickly up. Mendez, man in motion. And it is a pull. Takes it on the right side. Tries to get around the corner. And he gets out of bounds. Enough for the first down.
Mendez showing pretty good wheels there on the outside.
Set up the ball right about the 31-yard line. So pick up maybe about 10 on that carry.
Yeah, they've got it into that area where it's 4-down territory regardless. And, you push it in another 10, 12 yards, you're in field goal range for a pretty easy chip shot.
So Mendez, quarterback. Behind him is Dugar. And it is a handoff off the right side. Couple blockers. Number 2, he's able to get around to the outside. No one's going to get him. He goes into the end zone.
Yeah.
Joshua Contreras.
That was a little.
Oh, and a flag being thrown after the play.
That was they may pull the score depending on what the penalty is, but that was a nicely designed play. It was an inside trap coming from the end, the wing running back.
After the play.
So the score counts. It is now 13-8 Leander. They will possibly go for two. Let's see what they do here. Looks like they're going to go for two. And we'll have a 15-yard penalty on. Oh, that looks like they're going to go for one. Or they're lining up for the 1 point after attempt. But they will have a 15-yard penalty on the kickoff. Fernando Rosas in to kick. Kick is up, and it is good. So it'll now be 14-8 Grizzlies. So we've had a couple quick scores here, Chuck. We had Leander coming right back and getting another punch in on the kick return, and then Glenn recovering the onside kick at midfield. Then about 3 or 4 plays, they get back in and put another score up on the board.
Yeah, it's getting exciting here, and almost a little bit too exciting. It was, the first quarter they were kind of feeling each other out. The Lions ate up a big chunk of the quarter on their first drive, and the Grizzlies were able to drive back to about a little bit past midfield, and they punted, and the Lions couldn't move it and had a bad punt, and Grizzlies able to get a touchdown. The Lions turn around, return that kick for a touchdown, and try an onside, almost get an opportunity, at least had an opportunity at it. And then here we are, the Grizzlies taking that midfield onside attempt that they recovered down for a score in just a couple of plays.
Yep.
Lions are going to have to slow the pace here a little bit, give their defense a rest, and give everybody a chance to catch their breath.
Yeah, the running plays were working earlier for Leander. I think they'll probably go back to that, see if Grizzlies make an adjustment on defense, make them throw the ball a little bit more. So once again, we have Chancellor Moody and Braden Kano back deep for Leander. Rosas kicking
both of those
again.
guys are very speedy.
Yep, Rosas has had his workout so far tonight. Kicking from his 25-yard line. Kick is up at short. Pooch. Fair catch by Leander at their 48-yard line.
Smart play there by Gavin Brzezinski, having a good first half. The junior showing his value on defense and special teams.
Yep, and they're in great field position here, right about the 48-yard line. See where they put the ball down. But Leander's in great field position right now. Wind at their back as they are going right to left with 10:40 left here in the second quarter.
Sun has dipped behind the clouds again here, too, so that should make the run a little bit easier here.
Parrott and Franklin in the backfield. Peyton Gordon offset to the right side. Snap is back, rolling out to the right, looking to throw. Quick throw, and it is caught.
Nice job of staying on his feet,
Yep.
Jaron Cotton.
Wait, that was number 0. That was Jake Webster, I think.
Webster.
Yeah, Webster, yep. Picks up right about 6 yards on that, bring up a second down.
Well, they noticed that he rolled over the player, so they marked it correctly.
So Parrott, once again, getting the snap, rolling out to the near side, looking to throw again. He's under a lot of pressure, throws it back to the right side.
Tried to get it way out to number 27, Trenton Fisk, but
yeah, luckily that wasn't a grounding call.
The Glenn coaches are asking for it.
Did a good job of getting that ball out. I guess they thought it was close enough to the receiver that it's not going to be intentional grounding, but a lot of pressure on Parrott as he was rolling out to the near side. So now Leander is looking at a 3rd and 4. Big play for Leander, 10 minutes here in the first. They need to capitalize, see if they can get another first down. Franklin in the backfield. Got trips over on the near side. Franklin to the left of Parrott. Once again, looking over to the sideline, make sure they get their play call correctly.
They're going to have to call timeout or they got delay.
Clock hasn't started, has it?
It
I don't
had.
see a. Now it's
The
started.
game
Okay,
clock
game
just
clock's now
started.
started. So Twins on the left, single receiver out there on the right side. Franklin to the left of Parrott in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Franklin, and he has stood up immediately behind the line. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, if that.
Taken down by number 45, Anthony Click.
Good job by Click coming up and stopping him short. So 4th down. Looks like Leander may be going for it here.
Well, they're in that area. There's only about 9 minutes left in the half. I mean, that's plenty of time.
2 men in the backfield. Got Gordon and Franklin. Claps his hands, looks over to the sideline, resets the offense. Twins on the near side, single receiver on the far side. Snap is back, looking to throw, and he hits. Looks like it's going to be a first down for Leander. Great job by Webster, and good pass by Parrott. Move the chains. Leander has a first down. Ball will be right about the Grizzly 38-yard line. 9 minutes left, plenty of time. Nice call by Leander, setting up the run. They knew that's been their strength so far, but good job by Parrott hitting Webster for the first down.
And guess who has a scoreboard?
Parrott looking to throw. Seam route.
Nice catch by
catch.
Webster. Another first down. Yeah, Parrott just needs to settle down a little bit. Those passes are a little bit high. He needs to continue the follow-through on his arm motion because they're starting to float on him a little bit as it arrives to the receiver. If he'll reach that throwing arm into the opposite pant pocket, so to speak, that pass will tail down.
Gordon and Franklin in the backfield. Twins on the near side. Parrott with the snap. Hand off to Franklin on the left side. Tries to turn it up, and he is stood up by about 3 Grizzlies.
Yeah, good job there by the Grizzly defense led by Mateo DeLuca, number 12, but he's also joined there by number 60. It looked like a 60.
50 and 45, I think. Those are Anthony Click and Aaron Johnson.
So it'll be second down here.
The Lions are going to have to mix it up a bit. I think they're anticipating this too much.
So 2nd and 10 for Leander. Snap is back. Fake handoff, rollout. Parrott's throwing. It is caught.
You know, there's not much gain there, but he was able to keep his composure, square his shoulders up, and prevent a loss, and actually, get a couple 3 yards out of that play.
Yeah, so that'll make it. Got about 3 on that, so now it'll be 3rd and 7. Yeah, a lot of pressure from that defensive line whenever Parrott's trying to throw that ball. He's done a good job so far, staying out of trouble. Draws him off sides.
Yeah, it might be a free play here. I didn't see a
down
flag.
The sideline, it's up, and it is picked off in the end
There was
zone.
there is a flag on the
there's a
opposite
flag,
side.
far side.
So that was a free play by Parrott. So why not throw it up there for grabs?
Yeah, so they'll mark off 5 on that.
Big, tall Joaquin Garza out there, junior, trying to climb the ladder, unable to do that over the defenders. So that's going to make it 3rd and 2.
Yeah, much more manageable. They're
going to
a lot of options.
They're having a long discussion there.
Not quite sure what there is to talk about unless there's another penalty on the play.
There may have been a delay of game or something like that as well. Just offsides.
A lot of talking for that call.
Yeah. Well, there was probably a little bit, are you sure? And it was like, no. And then if you're not definitive, you can't make that call unless you really see it.
Lions with good 3rd down position here.
Yeah, got a lot of options here.
Yeah,
3rd
they
and 2.
need to convert. It is 2 down territory if you want a touchdown. The Lions could, bring their kicker in and cut it to 3 with a field goal. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout.
Yeah, they're going to the sidelines. Is it? I didn't see who they're. Now they're calling them back out on the field.
I guess they are.
Not sure what that was all
They
about.
just wanted to tell them something. Say, come closer. Huddle over here.
Well, Parrott's getting the call from the sideline. Twins on the near side, single receiver on the far side. Parrott back in the shotgun. Franklin offset to his left side. Rolling over to the left side. Quick throw, and it is caught.
Was that Garza?
That was Garza. Gets out about the 10-yard line.
Picks up
and
a
out
first
of bounds.
down.
Oh, no, they're going to keep the clock running. Wow.
No,
Now they're going to stop the clock.
Well, that's okay either
Yeah.
way because there's 7.5 minutes here in the half.
Yeah,
so.
they're going to stop the clock and move the chains. I think they said his momentum may have been going. He was waving his arm to keep the clock going.
Nice job by Parrott again, rolling to the opposite of his arm strength, able to square his shoulders and hit.
Yeah, good job by Joaquin Garza. Good hands and able to get upfield. And yeah, the clock is running at 7:13.
Garza in the slot. Watch for a slant here.
Parrott in the backfield with Franklin. Man in motion.
Bring him
Garza
in
comes
motion.
across in motion.
Delay.
Snap is back. Handoff up the middle. He's open. Untouched. Touchdown, Alexander Franklin.
And that play clock was very close to expiring, but it is a tie ball game here. No flags on the field. Lions with an opportunity to get the lead back here with the extra point, and they line up in the swinging gate formation once again, Mark.
Yeah, they do. Let's see if Grizzlies make some adjustments. Looks like they're stopping the clock. Are they calling a timeout?
The Grizzlies may have called a timeout.
I think they called a timeout to
they didn't want to
get their
burned
defense
again.
set up. Yeah. No, great job by the offensive line to open up that hole up the middle, and no one even touched them.
6:57 remaining here in the half. We're knotted at 14. We knew it was going to be a close game. If you would have told me it was going to be 14-14 at half or near half, I would have thought that's about right.
Yeah. Yep. Good job, actually, by both teams.
Yes. You know, both teams have made their own mistakes, and the opposite team, the Lions, in many cases, the Glen, in many more cases, have capitalized on the opponent mistakes. And the Lions got a new flag crew going. Looks like it spells out blue. That's new.
Yeah, looking good.
Yeah, we can actually see the cheerleaders and the
Yeah,
flag
it's
team
a little
running.
bit
We can't see them
different.
usually at this angle over here. You kind of look down, you may see the people on the back, the cheerleaders on the back row, but we could see the whole sideline, something that we normally don't see from our vantage point here.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, but it's working out.
So Lions once again get in that swinging gate formation.
Grizzlies a little more prepared here.
Now they come back over and get in the traditional point after. But it looks like they are going for two. Direct snap. Off to the right side to get a good push. They're at the line. He did not get in.
That was Jake Webster
direct,
taking that direct snap.
Yeah, direct snap to Webster. Tried to go off the right side, unable to get in.
You know what? That is a good call. If you convert it, you're up 2. If not, you're still tied. So why not go for it there? You know, basically just negate the extra point you got on the first touchdown.
Yep.
And it all comes out into a tie. Here we are with 6:57.
Yeah, I like how Leander's not coming out and being all conservative in these plays. I like their chances. They've been capitalizing on them, and that builds confidence.
Well, you know, Coach Price, the head coach of the Lions, was a special teams coordinator at one point in his coaching career. Later became a defensive coordinator before he took his first head coaching job here at Leander. So he has a little special place in his heart as a head coach for special teams. And it's often the forgotten third of football. And you for years you'd listen to John Madden talk about how there's 3 phases to the game.
Yep.
You have to know you can't neglect special teams.
They can win or lose the game for you.
Definitely can.
It'll certainly swing momentum in a game for sure.
Ivan Rodriguez getting ready to kick for Leander back deep is number 9. Trying to get the other number 9, Martinez. Trying to get the other numbers here. Number 2, Contreras.
3 of them.
And in the middle, looks like number I can't see it here, guys. Sorry. 21, possibly.
Yeah, it's too hard to
Wilkes.
see. Too hard to see. And the crowd mic's a little sensitive.
So Rodriguez back on his 30. Ball's on the near side. 6:57 left here in the first half. We've had a lot of good football so far here at Bible Stadium. Kick is deep. Big leg goes out of the back of the end zone.
I really did expect a better punt on that punt that went off the side of his foot because of the strength of his leg. When they brought him in, I was like, yeah, they wanted to boom it.
Yep.
But
Could have been just some early nerves.
oh yeah, that's exactly what it was. And we've seen it, like we said, from both teams. Heck, even the coaches and
I
referees
was
have
gonna
had
say,
their
even
problems.
the refs are in on that one.
So everybody working out the bugs. Well, look, who am I to say anything? I didn't even have the scoreboard ready. So
Hey, and knock on this
particle board
here. We haven't seen a lot of penalties so far tonight, which is great. So off to the left side,
picks
number
up a
2,
nice block there.
Contreras
on the
gets
edge.
out of bounds, close to the first down. Let's see where they spot it. It's going to be close.
Jammer rides him out of bounds there.
Looks like he's going to be a yard
Brzezinski
short.
was on that too.
Set up at the 34-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 1.
I didn't see who picked up that block on the edge for the Grizzlies, but it certainly sprung that run for a nice 9-yard gain to open this drive for the Grizzlies and see if they can answer the lines.
Johnson in the backfield with Mendez. Man in motion across to the right side. And it's going to be a keeper off the right side. Design quarterback run, and he gets tackled in the backfield.
Brzezinski again.
Brzezinski.
Yeah, after about a 15-yard, about a 10, 12-yard carry.
Looked like maybe there might have been a hold against Ethan Ortiz. He certainly got taken out of the play. It might have been a nice block, but I didn't quite see it, so I can't quite say it was a hold, but he got tossed pretty easy.
So with this offense, Grizzlies relying heavily on the run and misdirection, and so far it's worked out well for them this first half.
Yeah,
It is tough to defend this.
Both teams really highlighting their run games tonight.
Handoff up the middle, and they're going to stop there's going to be a flag down. Probably be on the offense.
Yeah, that's usually a motion penalty or a procedure of some kind. False start.
False start on the offense. 44. Went across the line of scrimmage when setting. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
So they'll set the ball up at the 39-yard line now, 1st and 15.
Yeah, that kind of cools the engines a little bit of this drive, and hopefully the Lions can take advantage of it. It's still first down, but 15 yards is a lot tougher to gain than 10, even with 3 plays.
Johnson behind Mendez. Johnson gets a carry up the middle, gets a big hit.
Yeah.
Looks like that was from number 46 coming up.
Yeah, 46 and 5. Brzezinski's on
Brzezinski
that
came
one again.
up too,
Yep.
but
Tony
Tony
Clare.
Clare.
yeah, Claire came in, laid a big hit.
That puts him right about the original line of scrimmage, so now it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it was a nice gain of 5 yards.
5:30 left here in the first half. So Mendez and Johnson in the backfield. Looks like a counter off the far side. Good job by Leander staying
Good
home.
read.
Claire there again, that's P. Ryan there, number 42.
Yep.
Minimize that to only a 2-yard gain.
Yep, good job staying home and letting him pick up only 2 yards. So now we're looking at a 3rd and 8. Big play for Leander right here. They may go for, 2-down territory here, but this is a big play for Leander. See if they can stuff him.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a kind of a toss a coin up in the air whether or not you go for it on 4th here. I think if you get more than 3 yards on this play, you probably do go for it. But if there's no gain or a loss.
And it is a pass play. Play action, throws it out, incomplete, a little bit too far. Tried to go to number 34, and that is Sebastian Laredo Allmiller. And great job by Leander. That's one of the first, I think that's the first pass play we've seen tonight, Chuck.
Right.
It is.
Little play action.
Well, no, the Lions, that wasn't a free play.
Right.
Oh, you mean from the
Yeah,
Grizzlies?
From the Grizzlies, from the
Yep.
Grizzlies, yeah, their first pass play. And it was well designed, but a little bit too far. So Leander can capitalize on this. They're going to be punting from the 46-yard line, back deep for Leander.
Looks like they're going to take a timeout.
Yeah, they are going to take a timeout.
We should probably do it with them.
Yeah, so we'll be back right after the break. AC Bible Stadium, tied 14-14, 4:24 left in the first half. Grizzlies punting. Jake Webster back on his 10-yard line. Snap is back. Oh, drops it, but picks it up, and it is off of his foot. Kind of flares out to the right side. It's right about the 30-yard line. Rolls down to maybe the 29, and it is down by number 22, Devin Endel. So Leander will have 4:15 left here in the first half. Plenty of time to get another drive and get another score, Chuck.
Yeah, they didn't really want to see the Lion return game after that kick return for a touchdown earlier.
Still a good position for the Lions to start.
And plenty of time. You can work on your 4-minute offense here early in the season, try to get a lead going into half.
So Franklin in the backfield with Parrott. Snap is back, rolling out to the right. It's a counter back to Franklin. He's got some room. The 40, 50 is going to be a foot race down to the end zone. See if he can get in there to the 20, the 10, 5. He muscles in. Touchdown, Alex Franklin. Outstanding run.
Wow. What a
Beautiful.
play call. What a beautiful design counter play. The entire Grizzly defense was moving toward the Lion sideline, and Alex Franklin comes the other way and takes it. What are we looking at? 63-yard touchdown run from Alex Franklin.
Yeah,
Perfect hesitation there, too.
And that was a great job setting that play up on those short yardage passes that we've seen rolling out. He rolled out to the right, counter back to the left, touchdown.
Lions another opportunity here to add a point to the lead.
Rodriguez looks like he may be offsides. Oh, and a little bit short kick. They're not going to call anything? It looked like he was past the line before the snap, but he got under the ball. I think he may have thought there was a penalty. Wasn't able to get his foot on the ball. Unable to capitalize on that extra point, but it is now 20-14 Lions with 4:03 left.
But I was going to say, that's how you work on your 4-minute offense. Take it 63 yards on the first play for the lead. Now, unfortunately, it's only a 6-point lead because of that, whatever that was there on the extra point. If he came up the middle, you can't come between the center and the guard, right?
No, it looked like the man on the near side was across the
On
line
the
before
edge.
he snapped on the edge. But then it looked like one of those golf shots that where you hit under it, it just barely goes up and falls. You just
a chip.
got too far under it and didn't get his foot on that bottom third of the ball to get it up over the line. So tough break for Leander, but hey.
That's how you're supposed to hit it in golf, but when I'm in the rough near the green and I hit it like that, it goes 120 yards on the other side of the green.
Yep. So here we go again, another kickoff for Leander at their 40-yard line. A lot of big plays here this first half.
Still 4 minutes to go.
Yeah. Now Glenn can work on their 4-minute offense.
Wind is at his back, so I would expect this one to go into the end zone.
Lions can do their 4-minute defense. Yeah, he'll likely boot this where it's not returnable unless he gets a bad kick off his foot.
Another good kick. Yep, that's deep enough. Way deep in the end zone. He's going to catch it. He's going to bring it out. Number 9 brings it out to the 10. Tries to get outside, and he's tackled down about the 11-yard line.
He's in trouble when he goes back to the sidelines.
Yeah, that was Mickey Martinez. I may be pronounced that Mickey Martinez. Way deep in the end zone. He was about 8 or 9 yards deep in the end zone, and he brought that ball out. And now
he dropped it.
Yeah, and now they're sitting at their 13-yard line, 3:56.
When you kneel it, you're out at the 20.
Leander only has one timeout if you're thinking about trying to stop the clock to get the ball back. So we'll see what Grizzlies do here. They'll more than likely run the ball. That's what they've been doing all day. Johnson in the backfield, and it is a sweep off the left side. Number 2, he's got some room to the 30, 40. Good open field tackle there by Leander. Who was that?
Chancellor Moody.
Chancellor Moody able to stop a touchdown.
Yep.
But that gives Glenn new life here with 3:47 left here in the first half.
Looks like we're going to have a shootout going into the second half here. The defense is going to have to figure some things out at the break to see if they can slow these offenses down.
Yeah, it just seems like a little bit of overcommitment and stay home, read your blocks, but they seem to be overcommitting just a little bit. But it's early in the game. I'm sure they'll talk about that at halftime.
That's what I mean. You got to go make those adjustments. You can try to do it in the game, but a lot of it gets done at half.
So Mendez with the snap off the right side. Gets about 4 or 5 yards on that. That's Mason Johnson.
Cedillo there leading the charge for the Lions.
Things getting a little chippy out on the field, too.
Well, these schools aren't too friendly.
Ball is now at the 50-yard line. 2nd and about 6. Clock is now rolling at 2:52.
You know, you got to share a stadium. You're usually not very friendly with that other team.
Mendez rolling out to throw on the right side. He throws it. Oh, good stick. Incomplete.
Perfect.
In and out of the hands of number 21. That is Jamarlin Wilkes, but good stick by the defender. Do we get a number on
Yes,
that?
Chancellor
Yes.
Moody.
Chancellor Moody.
Yeah,
Moody,
great
perfect
timing.
timing.
Yeah.
Yep.
He he was about a half a second from being too early, and it looked like the receiver might have dropped the ball anyway, but he certainly couldn't have hung on to it after that hit.
So 3rd and 5, 2:42 left.
Big play here.
It is. Mendez in the backfield. There's a handoff off the left side, and he's going to have enough for the first down.
Real close, if not.
Yep, looks like they're going to
They're gonna
move
give
the
it to him.
chains. So the ball now sitting at Leander's 44-yard line, 2:30, and rolling on the clock. Big defensive series for Leander.
Hey, you get a whole half-hour break here in a minute. You need to dig deep if you're the line defense.
Mendez with another handoff to the left side. He cuts back inside. Good job by Leander turning him in. Once again, that was Contreras with that.
Yeah, that was
counter sweep, if you want to call it.
That was that same play. They got about 40-something yards on
Yep.
Ethan Ortiz
a
on the
couple
stop.
plays ago.
2nd and about 5. Ball at the 39-yard line of Leander. They're going into the wind, and the wind is blowing pretty hard out here right now.
Yeah, so they don't pass much anyway, and they don't need to at this point.
So Mendez and Johnson once again in the backfield behind him. It is a handoff, and the ball's on the ground. Oh, ball's loose. Ball's loose.
Looks like Grizzlies got it, though, but it's going to be 3rd and 10.
Yep, clock is rolling, and that was number 63, Trenton Takeda, on the call, and it looks like going to be a timeout. Glenn, 1:20 left here in the first half. Leander's up 20-14. It is now 3rd and 10 on the 45-yard line. So let's give our sponsors another shout out. The platinum sponsors for the Leander Lions Football Booster Club: Thrive Realty, Modern Shade, PK Custom Pools, Quality Moving and Storage, and Funk.com. So, Chuck, if you're moving, you got a realtor on both ends, Funk.com and Thrive Realty. You can get a pool made by PK Custom Pools. You got Quality Moving and Storage to move all your stuff in your he shed.
Yeah.
And then you got Modern Shade to put up something outside your pool. So you got it all.
Well, I tell you, the price that homes are going in my neighborhood just in the last month and a half or so makes me really wonder if I should continue to live in that house. But I've been there 20 years. That's a lot of stuff to pack.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. We're looking at the same thing.
You could sell your house and just live in your he shed.
Yeah. Well, if they'd have let me, because it'd still be on their property. And I could buy an RV or something and,
All right, so
and
here we
on
go.
tour.
Mendez quickly up. Ball is back, and he's looking to throw, rolling out to the right side. Lots of pressure by Leander. He dodges him, tries to make a move to the 45, to the 40, and he gets out of bounds. He did not pick up any yardage. It'll now be 4th and 10. Great pressure by Leander, but a nice job by Mendez evading those tackles.
You know, and it was really good that the line defense kind of stayed in lanes and remained in their assignment there, because if they would have bunched up there in the middle, he's got enough speed that he could have gotten outside and made a big play there.
Number 28, Lucas Flores, getting the last push out of bounds there.
So we have Jake Webster back at 1:11 left here in the game, and wind is at Leander's back. See if we can get a good return here and maybe have enough time to get some points on the board. Snap is back. Punt is up into the wind. It's a little bit short. Bounces right about the 12 or the 17-yard line. So right about 59 seconds left here, Chuck. Leander has the ball up 20-14. You take a couple shots.
You know, I think you take a run play here. Maybe you got another counter play that you haven't shown yet, like the one that Franklin was able to take for a score. And if you get a big play out of it somewhere around midfield, then, yeah, you open it up. Otherwise, I think you're conservative here.
So it looks like we've got a different quarterback in right now. Snap is back, and it is a handoff up the middle. Counter makes a couple people miss. That's number 35 for Leander, Damian Stout. Picks up about enough for the first down. I think they're going to give him a first down on that one.
Sophomore running back coming in, getting some playing time here late in the half.
Sean Wilson is in at quarterback for Leander. And it looks like someone is down right now. Looks like they're going to.
They're still running the clock. They're now waving it stopped at 40 seconds.
Yeah, we got a player on a knee out there for Leander. So the players will kind of trot over. Now he's getting up and walking off.
Yeah, you got to be careful about that. You can get in a little bit of trouble with the referees if you're just taking a knee to try to stop the time. They may make the Lions burn that last time out.
So looks like Leander is trotting back out on the field.
As opposed to being charged that time.
Yeah, now Glenn is coming back out. The clock has stopped at 38. Let's see when they start rolling that, probably at the whistle, but they're letting the players get reset out there on the field. Sean Wilson is still in at quarterback.
Grizzly coaching, wanting to talk to the referees, see what's going on there. And Brandon Crosskopf.
Looks like Franklin is in the backfield with him as well. We have Jaron Cotton on the near side. We've got Jake Webster out there. We've got number 15, Peyton Gordon. And it looks like number 10, Joaquin Garza at receiver as well. So 38 seconds. They're still out there standing on the field. And
so now Leander is going to use
now they're going to call the timeout. So why don't we take a quick break, and we'll be back for the last 38 seconds of the first half. Leander up 20-14. Back here at Bible Stadium, teams back out on the field. Sean Wilson in at quarterback. 38 seconds left for Leander. They have the ball on their 28-yard line.
Looks like Franklin's the running back.
So let's see if they do a pretty conservative play here. He's going to roll out. It's that counter once again to Franklin. He's able to break outside, but he's brought down.
Yeah, Grizzlies were waiting on that time.
Yep, number 48, good open field tackle by Tunde Cherevu. They tried to do that counter play once again, and he almost was able to get away from him. He'd have a little bit of room.
Very close.
But good job by the defensive end to make that tackle.
And the Lions are just letting the clock burn now.
Yeah, Grizzlies have one timeout. It won't matter if they call it or not. See if Leander makes one final play, see if they throw it down the field or if they just take a quick knee or let the clock run. Snap is back. Oh, almost a bobble. They hand it to Franklin.
Give him another opportunity to get a few yards. He's going to be stopped by number 45 of the Grizzlies, Anthony Click, and it's going to be halftime.
So, hey, great first half for Leander and a good game all around with Leander leading the Grizzlies 20-14. Chuck, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, it's a little bit more exciting than I expected. I expected it to be a little bit more of a slugfest, a little lower scoring. I did expect the offenses to shine a little bit in this game from what I've heard about both teams. This is the first time I've seen this Lion team this season, so I'm pretty impressed to this point. The defense is shown out pretty good. They've had good output from their special teams especially, and the offense looks pretty good. The Grizzlies, their offense is solid. Teams are going to have trouble. They've got a lot of speed. Defensively, if they can stay home and quit over pursuing, because they do have a lot of athletes on that side of the ball as well, they can do well this season defensively.
Yeah, and I'm just glad it's not a sloppy game from either team. Good coaching through the offseason to get them ready for this first game. We haven't seen a lot of penalties, and hopefully it won't happen the second half. Mickey, what are your thoughts on first half?
Well, like you said, not many penalties. You expect to see more jitters on the first game, but both teams have been playing pretty clean and seem to settle it down quite well pretty quickly.
So once again, Leander is up 20-14. Great game here at Bible Stadium. I'm Mark Sickles with Chuck Crazy, Mickey Holden here for SHN Sports. We'll be back after the halftime for the second half.
And now, taking the field for your halftime entertainment. Often imitated, but never duplicated. Your Leander High School Bluebells. The Leander High School Bluebells are directed by Susan Schubert and Ashley Williams. The Bluebells are sponsored by Move Dance and Fitness, Blue Ox Pools, Modern Shade LLC, Texas Spine and Injury Center, and Storage Direct. Please consider supporting those who support us. The Bluebells are led by Captain Megan Montgomery, First Lieutenant Elliot Oliver, Second Lieutenants Kaylee Marachini, Katie Simmons, Kenzie Wellington, and Lydia Weisman. Head Company Leader, Hallie Sullivan. Company Leaders Brinkley Bell, Kennedy Quinn, Corinne Smith, and Eiley Smith. Congratulations to the Bluebell of the Week, Bryn Moore. Along with the amazing Leander High School Marching Band, here are your Leander Bluebells kicking off the season with their traditional routine, Get It On. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your Leander Bluebells. The Bluebells will be holding their annual back-to-school dance clinic tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. here at LHS. Check out our website, lhsbluebells.com, for online registration information.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the field the Leander High School Marching Band. The Leander High School Band has been recognized for outstanding achievements throughout the entire country. The band is a consistent finalist in the Bands of America contest in Austin and San Antonio. The Leander High School Band has advanced to the 6A marching contest in 2016 and 2018, placing 7th and 5th. They have also competed at the national level at the Bands of America Grand National Championship 2016 and 2019, placing 6th and 5th in the country and winning the Class 3A category. This December, the Leander High School Wind Ensemble will be traveling to Chicago to perform at the prestigious Midwest International Band and Orchestra Clinic in front of thousands of musicians and teachers from around the world. Congratulations to outstanding members of the week. Woodwinds, Susie Hub, Brass, Padma Jagannathan, Percussion, Ethan Montague, Color Guard, Samantha Hawkins, Xbox, Jackson Whitus, and the section of the week, the Tubas. This evening, the Leander Band will be presenting the first two movements from their 2021 production, A Long Strange Trip, featuring the music of John Adams, Bon Iver, Duke Ellington, and the Grateful Dead. And now, ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of drum majors Emma Hallett, Annika Trehan, Caden Schneider, Luke Melanson, and Ryan Huang, the Leander High School Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the Leander High School Marching Band. The Leander Band would like to thank their incredible band parents, amazing administration, and the unconditional support from football coach Chris Price. A special thanks to our sponsor, Freedom Orthodontics, board-certified dentist specializing in orthodontics. Freedom Orthodontics, we help you feel free to smile. We are grateful for your generosity and support of the program. The Leander High School Band would also like to wish the Glen Grizzly Band best of luck for their fall marching season. Let's hear it one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for the Leander High School Marching Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime enjoyment, the Leander Independent School District is proud to present the Glen High School Guardians Dance Team. The 2021 Guardian Officers are Social Officer Jamie Hernandez and President Ruth Beasley. Junior Lieutenant Ellie Jean Winters. Senior Lieutenant Michaela Austin. First Lieutenant Jillian Curtis. And the Captain Natalie Rosales. The Spirit of the Guardians is Ashley Melgosa. And the Guardian of the Week is Taylor Heimer. The team is under the direction of Katie Reeves and Lindy Foster. Tonight, the Guardians will dance a pom routine to Runaway Baby. Let's hear it one more time for the Guardians dance team. The Guardians would like to thank their parents and Booster Club for their support and invite anyone interested in sponsorship for the 2021-2022 season to visit www.ghsguardians.com. Go Grizzlies! Continuing tonight's halftime entertainment, please welcome your Glen High School Grizzly Marching Band. Tonight, your Grizzly Band is proud to present part one of their 2021 competitive show, Moods in Blue, featuring musical selections Bright Blue Music by Michael Tork and The Blue Danube by Johann Strauss. The Grizzly Band is under the direction of Jeremiah Figlowitz, Amy Suggs, Jacob Gall, and Michael Kostner. The students of the week are sophomore mellophone player Ava Ortiz and freshman clarinet player Audrey Valdez. Section of the week is percussion. Glen High School is proud to present drum majors Ben Beasley, Catherine Chazen, and Dejanay Harvey, and your Glen Grizzly Marching Band. The Grizzly Band would like to thank our Band Booster organization for their incredible support and our school administration for being advocates for all of the fine arts. If you're interested in sponsoring the Grizzly Band, please visit glenband.org. Go Grizzlies!
Welcome back to AC Bible Stadium. Mark Sickles here with Chuck Cracy and Mickey Holden, being broadcast by SHN Sports. Follow us, Leander Lions Football, SHNSports.com, all season long. And have a great game here tonight at Bible Stadium. Leander is leading the Grizzlies 20-14. We've had a lot of big plays. And pretty clean game overall, but exciting game for the first half for both teams, Chuck.
Yeah, this game is certainly going to make both teams' postseason highlight reel a couple of times on each side of the ball. Regardless of how either team's season goes, there's just too many big plays here to not include those.
No, it's been really fun to watch. We've been anticipating Leander Lion football all summer long. How will they come out? With Coach Price, the off-season, the clearing up of the pandemic, then the resurgence, and are we going to have games, and are we going to be at school, are we going to be virtual, are we going to be back in the classroom, these mask mandates and everything that's going on all over the place. But we have huge crowds out here tonight for both fans, big game, and football is back.
Yeah, that's the key there. Friday night football is back, and here come the Lions onto the field where they're at least entering the tunnel here. The Grizzlies still doing their halftime warm-up as they came out of the locker.
Yeah, we got about a minute and a half left before the second half. But, yeah, we've had some great offensive plays by Leander. We had the kickoff return.
And a 63-yard run by Franklin.
Yep. And a couple miscues on special teams, but then special teams for Leander picked them back up.
Big plays, too.
I think the second half is going to be who can not give up the big play.
And we talked about it especially in the first quarter, but really the first half, both teams gave their opponents easy plays and big opportunities. And credit both teams, when they were given an opportunity, they've essentially taken advantage of it each time.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of passing. Leander's thrown a little bit more. They've had a couple plays. They set up that nice counter play to Franklin off of that rollout to the right by Parrott. But, the wind is, still pretty strong out here on the field, going basically from the south side to the north side, and it's going straight down the middle of the field. And it's not really affected the passing game because teams are running heavy on both sides. But, we may see some opening up, if Leander has a wind at their back to take some shots down the field, because the Grizzlies are being really, really aggressive on their defense. They're keying on the run, and obviously that's, the bread and butter of both teams right now, the run. But both defenses are keying on the run. The key to the Grizzlies so far has been that misdirection and their offense, how they're setting up, and the counter plays and the sweeps to the outside based on, over pursuit. And they've taken advantage of that. Leander's taken advantage of basically the runs up the middle. The offensive line has done a great job opening up holes for Franklin.
Well, and they used a little bit of misdirection, especially on that 63-yard run from Franklin as they brought it back, started it to the right and brought Franklin back on a counter. And there was nobody on that side of the field.
Nope, and the other one was the draw play up the middle to Franklin where he wasn't touched, and he had about a 5-yard hole all the way up from basically the 10-yard line into the end zone. So Leander will be kicking left to right if you're listening. Ivan Rodriguez ready to kick for Leander, and back for the Grizzlies, number 9, number 2, and number 22. See if I can get their names. Martinez, Contreras, and Endel, looks like. So here we go, getting ready to start the second half. Leander kicking off from their 40-yard line. And the kick is up into the wind. It'll be caught about the 8-yard line, goes toward the middle of the field, and he is brought down. That was number 2, Joshua Contreras, with the return, gets out to about the 24-yard line, but pretty good coverage by Leander.
And that shows how strong that wind is, and you can see the flags whipping over there if you're looking at the school. But the kicker, Rodriguez, has got quite a leg. We saw him kick to the back of the end zone every time he kicked off in the first half, or at least in that quarter that they had their back there, second quarter.
So Mendez trots back out, quarterback for the Grizzlies. Get in their standard huddle, and they'll sprint up to the line. Awfully tight formation. They've been doing that all night tonight. Have a little bit of motion here and there. So Clicky gets up under center. And it looks like there's going to be a penalty on the first play. Oh.
The Glenn coach called a timeout.
Okay. Well, burn one early. Looked like they were trying to catch Leander a little bit flat-footed with him under center.
He saw something either from his offense or from the defense that would have stopped the play that they were getting ready to run. But more than likely, he looked a little frustrated, so he was upset with something that was going on with his own offense, probably. That, of course, the head coach, Brandon Krauskopf of the Glen Grizzlies. And the Grizzlies back out on the field now.
Yep, both teams trot back out. It'll still be 1st and 10, first play, offensive play of the second half. Mendez getting under center, see if he snaps it. And he does. It's a quick handoff off the left side, falling over the top. Pretty good push by Leander, but number 28, Johnson, picks up about 2 yards.
Yeah, there on the stop, Bert Holyfield, number 44, cuts his legs out from under him.
So that's the first time we've seen him under center. See if they stick to that or if he goes back into the shotgun formation. Mendez getting the call from the sideline. Leander waiting patiently on defense. Quickly gets up under center again, and it is a handoff off the left side. Tripped up. Great job by number 24 for Leander, cutting him down. Andre Burt getting under the play, tripping up the running back.
With a blocker on his back.
Picks up maybe 2 again, so it looks like it's going to be about a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6 for the Grizzlies. Good job by Leander starting off here.
Daniel Cedillo almost had him for a loss in the backfield, and he was able to get by Cedillo, but not the next player.
So big play here for Leander defense. Grizzlies have the wind at their back if they're going to throw. They haven't thrown a lot tonight. Mendez once again under center quickly, and it is a pitch off to the right side, and
that's
good run.
That's all running back effort there from the Grizzlies. Number 27, DeJuan Duger Jr., he didn't get much help from his offense.
No, and he actually had pretty good pursuit by Leander, but he just kept his legs moving and able to get enough for the first down. So they'll set up the ball at the 40-yard line, first down for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that would have been a big play to get a stop there for the Lions. That, you can let them matriculate, but you got to give them an opportunity to make a mistake here.
Once again under center, quickly up to the line, man in motion across the backfield. Handoff up the middle, and hit initially. Looks like number 42, 46 and number 5 as well. That's Perrine, Claire, and Brzezinski coming up strong, but he's able to pick up about 5. Second down and 5 for the Grizzlies. Are on their 45-yard line. 9:30 left here in the third. Taking their time in the huddle, but they quickly get up to the line and snap the ball.
About 15 seconds on that play clock.
Snap is back. Run off to the left side. Turns him back in. Tries to cut out to the right. Able to get a little bit of room. Down the right sideline. Pushed out of bounds right about the 40-yard line. Another first down.
Another individual effort play from DeJuan Duger. Started out to his left. Didn't see much that way. The Lion defense there. He cut back right and got behind one of his blockers. Was able to pick up a nice gain.
Got a pretty good drive going right here for the Grizzlies. First down, they're now in Leander territory right at their 40-yard line. Ball's on the far hash. Grizzlies are going right to left if you're listening and not watching the broadcast. Once again, under center. Different change from the first half. Handoff off the right side, dive play. Gets about 2.
Nice job on that dive play. The Lions brought an extra defender to change a 3-man front to a 4-man front.
Johnson with the short yardage carry will bring up 2nd and 8.
Ethan Ortiz on the stop there. Jumped on top of him.
Yeah, he was lucky to get the 2 yards he did get. Under 9 minutes at 8:45 and counting.
So see if Leander makes a few adjustments here this second half. Obviously, the Grizzlies have made an adjustment getting under center. See if that may help them out. Handoff. Ball's on the ground.
Yep, he lost
Ball's
the
on the
exchange
ground.
from the center. They're going to say the Grizzlies recovered it, but it's 3rd down and 8 now.
Yeah, big play for Leander defense right now. It's in their territory.
It's 2-down territory regardless of what happens, I think.
But, yeah, you definitely don't want to give them a first down or 4th and short. So see if Leander's defensive line can get a good push here. Mendez making the call in the huddle.
Taking a little while on the call, but they get it.
Snap is back, and it is a sweep off to the left side. He's got a little bit of room.
Trying to
Pursuit.
get the edge.
Looks like he's going to be close to the first down. Let's see where they mark him out of bounds.
No, he's shy.
Just
he's
short.
At the 29.
Going to be short by a
4th
yard.
and 1.
Yeah, they've had some success.
He really didn't want to make it that short, you know.
Yep.
That was a good effort. They ran it, the speed to the wide side. Contreras, a burner, able to get out there and pick up a nice gain to make it 4th and short.
Yeah, they've had some success trying to go to that wide side of the field with their speed in the backfield. Been able to get some yards. Let's see what they do here. It is now 4th and 1. Ball is on Leander, 31-yard line. Need a big play by this defensive line. Get a good push. See if they can do it. Snap is back. Dive to the right side, and Johnson's across for the first down.
Yeah, he picked up enough plus. He needed about a half a yard, and he got about 2.
So they will move the chains. Ball will now be at the 28-yard line of Leander.
They're eating up a lot of this period like the Lions did the first.
Yep.
Down to 7.5 minutes.
Yeah, they're slowly marching down the field with positive plays.
Matriculating. The more plays you run, the more likely you are to have an error, and the Lions hoping on that.
There's a great play
right
behind
the
the line
middle.
of scrimmage and a great jump. Let's see if we can get his number, who came up and made an outstanding play behind the line.
That's Daniel Cedillo, the nose, number 53.
Yeah, able to blow him up in the backfield, and he lost a yard, so it'll now be 2nd and 11. That's what they need, another 1 or 2 of those.
He got great penetration through the blocker and the fullback's legs, which just basically flipped him into the air. Really, he lost about a half yard.
So let's see if Grizzlies try and take another shot at the outside here. And they do. They pitch it to the right side. Got a couple blockers out there. He turns it back inside. Going to be short of the first down, but got some positive yardage on that.
3rd and 6. Make it 3rd and 4.
So another big 2 plays here for Leander. Grizzlies are getting some yardage here. Ball's on the far hash. Most of their success has been going to the outside with a blocker or 2.
Yeah, Contreras got track speed.
And Contreras is setting up on the far side. Now in motion off to the left, and there's a handoff up the middle. And he is stuffed.
Number 46.
He is
Tony
stuffed.
Clayer.
Clayer's had a nice game tonight. Good open field tackles and good push right there. Now brings up a 4th down.
And they lost a yard on that play, so it's 4th and 6.
So let's see if they're going to bring the kicking unit out here.
It's kind of a lengthy kick.
They do. He does have the wind at his back, and it
looks like they're going to attempt it.
Blowing straight down the field. So
it's a 42-yarder with the wind at your back.
should have enough leg with the wind, and number 7 is out there. Rosas getting ready to kick. Snap is back. It's down. It's up.
Kick is
and
good.
And it is good. Nice kick by Rosas.
3-point game.
20-14 Lions. 5:10 left here in the third, so they will have an opportunity here on offense. They'll be going against the wind, but a pretty good job by the Grizzlies to march down the field, but good job by Leander to hold them right there and keep it at 3.
Well, and considering how well the Grizzlies started that drive and continued to push the ball down the field, just running it, wearing on that line defense, for them to stand up and force a field goal there inside the 30-yard line, pretty nice. And
yeah, I think if it would have been a 4th and 2, they would have gone for it. But 4th and 7,
right,
they'll take their shot with the field
and that's
goal.
where that big play from Clayer came in to force that field goal attempt. They were able to execute it, but the Lions still hanging on to a 3-point lead here, getting ready to receive the kick.
Yeah,
it'll be their first possession of the second half.
Yep. Let's see what they do on offense, see if they make any adjustments or stick with what's been working so far. I would imagine the Grizzlies will probably make a few little tweaks on defense as well, because Leander's done a good job running the ball.
Right, and if they're going to want to stop Alex Franklin and company, then they're going to need to step up defensively and make some adjustments, get in those gaps.
Kano and Webster on the goal line. More than likely, I would imagine this ball would carry out of the end zone, but we'll see if we get a return here. Rosas getting ready to kick off from his 40. 5:10 left here in the third. Leander up 20-17. Low line drive kick. It bounces at the 10, and it pops into the end zone.
Oh, you got lucky there. It almost went out of bounds, but did not.
Low kick, but far enough to bounce over to the end zone. So Leander will be having their first series on offense. They'll be going against the wind. Not that they've been throwing downfield a lot. They've had good success with the run, but we'll see what they come out with here this first series.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of little misdirection here on the opening play to kind of catch the Grizzlies off guard. We'll see if they're prepared to stop something like that if the Lions pull it out of their playbook. They've certainly gone to a few trick plays today and had moderate success at them.
Yep. So Leander trots back out. And a little bit different from last year. They line up on the line of scrimmage. They don't get in a huddle. They get the plays from the sideline for all the receivers and the linemen. Parrott in. Franklin in. Twins on the top, twins on the bottom. Man in motion. Joaquin Garza now sets up on the wing. And it is a handoff off to the left side by Franklin. Gets stuck, but he gets a good push. Picks up maybe a yard at the end of the run. Ball is loose. Parrott picks it up, but they're going to say the ball was down.
That was good second effort by Franklin to gain any yardage. He followed the block of Garza as he came in motion, but it was a good push by the Glen defense there in the middle.
Yeah, they're going to be keying on the run here, like you said. So if they can catch him off guard or get a misdirection play or even a play-action rollout pass with someone hitting him on the seam, that may be open for Leander. We've got Webster, Salazar, and Trenton Fisk on the near side for the receivers. Franklin in the backfield, Parrott in the shotgun. Franklin offset to his right side. Gets the snap, looks to throw on the left side. Quick throw to Garza. He catches it, and he's able to break free of the tackle, gets it up for the first down. So good job by Joaquin Garza getting that first down for Leander.
Junior getting his second or third catch.
He was the only receiver on the top side, and a good throw by Parrott. Good catch and a good push for the first down. Ball is now at the 41-yard line of Leander. Webster and Franklin in the backfield with Parrott. Salazar.
I like to see the two backs set.
And Fisk over here on the near side. Rolling out to the left side. He keeps it. Looking to throw, but he had to pull the ball down, and he got about 3 on that carry. So positive yardage for Leander. Good job by Parrott to just keep the ball and move it across the line of scrimmage.
You know what I liked about that play and the decision there by Parrott to pull it down and run was he made it quickly. Mm-hmm. Because if you hesitate in that situation, you end up with a loss or possibly a turnover.
Was good ball protection. We've seen too many turnovers in the past. That was good job.
It is a designed handoff on the left side. Breaks a first
he
down.
was
Almost had it. Yeah,
one tackle away from taking it to the house.
Yeah, Franklin almost had another touchdown there. Had a good run, good read by Parrott. Gave him the ball off the left side, able to pick up another first down for Leander. They are now at the Grizzlies' 46-yard line. 3 minutes left here in the third. Gordon offset to the right side at a wing. Twins on the near side. Gordon goes in motion. Snap is back. Handoff once. Oh, he keeps it. Parrott almost breaks another tackle. Gets brought down at the 40-yard line.
Shoestring tackle there. Then they did save a touchdown. He's too fast to let in the open like that.
So pretty good job by Leander mixing it up here with a little bit of misdirection. Some of these read-draw plays.
Cheervu on the stop. Still, he's just racking up tackles for the Grizzlies.
So Parrott, 2nd and 3 for Leander, ball at the 40. Snap is back, and it is a handoff to Franklin. He was hit behind the line of scrimmage, but dove forward 2 yards to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Strong legs on Franklin.
Yeah, he carried Anthony Click back to the original line of scrimmage.
Good speed and good strength. So 3rd and 3 for Leander. Another big play here. They're going into the wind. Webster down here on the near side.
This is 2-down territory for the Lions.
Franklin offset to the left of Parrott. Snap is back. Handoff up the middle. Got enough for the first down.
Don't
good
need
blocking.
2 plays when you got Alex Franklin in the backfield.
Nope. Good job by Franklin. Good job by the blockers. He was able to read that open hole and able to get that first down. The ball is now set up at the 35-yard line. 1:37 and rolling on the clock. Good drive by Leander.
Getting a substitution on the line there. Signs coming out of the game for Riley Dupree.
Webster and Fisk down here on the near side. Joaquin Garza on the far side. Gordon at the wing on the left side. And Franklin offset to the right of Parrott. First down. Snap is back, looking to throw. Lots of pressure. Gets up the middle. Able to pick up a couple yards, 1 or 2. But pressure on Parrott.
Yeah, that's a good decision.
Tucked the ball and got past the line of scrimmage.
Good decision because that pocket was collapsing quickly. The Grizzlies' pass rush has given the Lions' passing attack some problems here tonight. But the run game has been a different story.
39 seconds on the clock and rolling. 2nd down and 9. Snap is back. Handoff, nope, a keeper by Parrott. He tries to go behind Franklin, unable to get any yardage.
There's
Stuffed
too
at the
many
line.
Grizzlies there. Not enough line blockers.
Let's see if the Grizzlies call a timeout here with the wind. Looks like the clock is still rolling.
Well, that's true. They do have the wind at their back.
I would just let this clock roll out, but maybe they see something out there. He's quickly getting ready to get the snap.
They're going to wait.
Looks over to the sideline.
They're going to let it burn out.
Good choice
Smart
there.
move.
Yep.
Because you got an opportunity to air it out a little more with the wind at your back.
So that's the end of the third. Lions are still up 20-17. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back here, Bible Stadium. Leander Lions football on SHN Sports. Back here at Bible Stadium, Leander looking at a 3rd and 10 on the 34-yard line of the Grizzlies. Trips on the near side. Parrott getting ready for the snap, looking to throw. Lots of pressure. Sets up a screen on the right side. Oh, almost broke through. Good job by the Grizzlies coming up and stopping that short. Was able to pick up maybe 1 or 2 yards.
That was a great play call by the Lion offensive coaches. It just didn't – he couldn't quite break that one tackle.
And it was – he got rid of it, I think, a split second quicker than he wanted to because there's a lot of pressure coming up the middle. So it is now 4th and 8 for Leander. They're going for it here, 2-down territory. On 4th down now, snap is back. He's looking over to the sideline. See if they try and draw him off here. Twins on the near side, single receiver on the far side, 2 backs in the backfield. Parrott with the snap, looking to throw. Throws it on the right side, down the sideline. It is out of bounds.
I don't know how that's not pass interference as you push the receiver out of bounds, but the possession will change.
Yeah, maybe the ball was out of bounds and he wasn't
must
able
not
to
have
catch
been
it.
catchable.
Yeah, that must be what it was because there's a lot of contact down there, but the ball went out of bounds about the 10-yard line on that sideline route, tried to hit Garza. So Grizzlies get the ball back, 11:08 left here in the ball game, trailing 20-17.
Both with decent opening drives for their offenses here in the second half. The difference is Grizzlies are able to capitalize with a field goal. The Lions got close to field goal range, but went for it on 4th down, unable to execute. Hanging on to that 2017 lead.
So, yeah, we can't have another long drive here by the Grizzlies, so they quickly come up to the line. Take the snap, roll out to the right side. Got some pressure by Leander, and they're at good open field tackle right there by number 5, Gavin Brzezinski.
Yeah, he's having a big game. It looks like he's having a cramp, too.
Able to get 2 yards on that carry, but it looked like he had a lot more. Had some open field, but Brzezinski came up strong, open field tackle, and dropped him at the 34-yard line.
That's why it's important to hydrate. You know, you're playing hard out there. Brzezinski's having a heck of a ball game there from the secondary, and it's more than one line down with cramps. Looks like Lucas Flores is struggling with
a couple of them
calf
seem
cramp.
to be holding their heel or their toes up, walking off the field.
Yeah, that muscle, you got to be hydrated. That'll be preached this week. And a humid night like tonight, you really need to be hydrated.
Well, you can't just drink on game day.
No,
You gotta be hydrated all week.
you need to be drinking all week long. That's right.
So here we go. 2nd and 8 for the Grizzlies. 10:52 on the clock, and now they start it. Mendez taking his time in the huddle.
Well, they got the full 40-second play clock. It's only down to 28 now, so they've got plenty of time here.
Johnson in the backfield along with Duger. And it is a
double counter.
Yep, off to number 2 again. Contreras, who's had a nice ball game tonight.
Still didn't get as much as the play looked like it could have produced, and they're going to be 3rd and about 3.5, maybe 4 yards for a first.
Yeah, another big play for the Leander defense right here. If they can hold them.
Get off the field quickly
Yep.
while you got guys trying to hydrate.
Let's see what the Grizzlies do. They've had success on that open field pitch.
The wide
counter.
side. Look at the wide side.
Let's see what they do here. It is.
Come back up the middle. He's real close. They looks like he's only going to be about the 41. He's a yard short.
Looks like they're gonna mark him short.
About a yard short.
Looks like his knee may have hit down before that dive, so that'll bring up a 4th and 1. Looks like they're going to go for it. See if they try and pull him off, or if they call a play here.
I think you definitely try to draw him off if you're the Grizzly offense. However, I don't know that I run a play here because you give the Lions a short field and only about 9 minutes left.
See if the Lions sell out on this. They got to stay home, though. They've been successful with those counters. See if they take a quick snap here.
Big play.
And enough on the left side for a first down. It gets about 4 on that carry. Looks like that was Dugar again.
We got another line player. Oh, he popped back up. They're going to make him go sit down, though. That's number 25, Ethan Ortiz, having to trot off the field.
So the clock is stopped right now at 9 minutes and 2 seconds. Grizzlies trail by 3. They have the ball at the 46-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, this is a big part of the game. You know, the Lions were in a lot of close games that they were unable to win. So we'll see if they were able to fix that, get over that hump tonight.
And it is a run off the left side. He's got some room.
Pretty much the same play.
Yep, kind of a dive play off the left side. Got about 7 on that. That was Johnson.
Yeah, Pirine on the stop.
And Matthew Burris.
So second down, ball is now in Leander territory. Grizzlies slowly moving down the field. 8:23 left here. Eating up some clock, eating up some yardage.
Well, if they're forced to attempt to tie, they're going to have to do it into the wind.
Snap, another counter off the left side to number 27. Dugar gets enough for another first down.
And they continue to march.
Move the chains.
8:03 left in the ball game.
Yeah, Leander's got to do a better job of staying home and just stuffing those runs. That's what they've been doing all night. They haven't been throwing anything down the middle deep or deep on the corners.
Yeah, it's mostly been runs or flare passes. Clock moving at 7:45.
See if Leander starts putting a little more pressure on that run from their linebackers and safeties.
About 10 seconds on the play clock.
Quickly under center. Snaps that. Ball's on the ground. He picks it up. Oh, ball's down.
Still
ball's
on the
down.
ground. Lions have it.
Got it.
Lions are celebrating like they have it, and
yes.
they do.
Lions pick up the fumble. Huge play for Leander. Did we get a number on that?
55.
Number 55 for
Cade
Leander.
Sondheim.
Double nickel. Cade Sondheim, the big sophomore, getting a fumble recovery, son of one of the line coaching staff.
Man, that is a big play for these Leander Lions. Now they've got to move this ball down the field. 7:27 left in the ball game. Up by 3, 20-17. Ball at their 44-yard line.
They just need to eat clock.
Need to get some first downs. Move those chains. Parrott has 2 people in the backfield with him. Man in motion. Takes a snap. Roll out to the right side. Double pass.
I told you they were setting up
open.
a double pass.
Oh, and a great catch by number 27. That is Trenton Fisk. You called it early, Chuck. You said they may be setting that up, and they did. Throws a little bit high. He was wide open.
But he
hey,
stayed
he
in bounds, and he caught it.
Yep.
The clock continues to run once the chains get reset. It's 7:17, and you're in where you get about 10, 12 yards. You can push this out to a 6-point game, but you really want to score a touchdown here and put it out of reach or put the pressure on Glenn to have to make 2 scores.
That may be one of the hardest passes, someone that wide open. You don't want to throw it too far or too short, but it was a completed pass, and that's all that matters. Snap is back. It is a handoff up the middle to Peyton Gordon. He gets stuffed behind the line and able to fight forward, but still loses a yard on that carry. Good defensive pressure by number 90 for the Grizzlies. That's Alexander Adams.
Yeah, nice penetration there from the Grizzly D-line.
6:36 and rolling here in the 4th. Leander with the ball on the Grizzlies' 35-yard line. 2nd and 11. Need to get some positive yards on this play. Parrott looking over the sideline. Franklin moves over to the right side. Snap is back. Rolling out to the right, looking to throw. Lots of pressure. And he basically throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, he just threw it away. It's 3rd down now.
Yeah, now Leander's got some choices to make here. 3rd and 11.
They got the wind at their back, so they got a good enough kicker to add, like I said, add that 3. But you want to get closer if you can, and really you need a touchdown in this situation because that stopped the clock. The incompletion was 6:15,
and you don't want to have a flub on an extra or a field goal here or a low kick and get it blocked. So Leander's here, 3rd and 11. Parrott getting ready for the snap. Snap is back. Is a handoff to Franklin off the right side. He picks up a couple, gets about 3 on that carry. Ball's going to be at the 32-yard line. It's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, not much there Franklin would have had to throw 2 defenders off there to continue on to gain more than what he had. It's 4th down. The Lions are going to go for it here.
Yeah, 4th and 8. Big play here for Leander. Big play for the Grizzlies defense.
We'll see if they can maybe draw them off here.
Clock is now down to 14. Parrott looking over, trips on the left side, single receiver on the right side. Franklin offset to the left of Parrott. Snap is back, play action, looking, trying to run. He is caught behind the line of scrimmage, and he'll go down for a sack.
Just nothing there, and that's the second time the Lions have been stopped on 4th down, about that same spot tonight here in the second half.
Leander was able to eat up a little bit of clock, but there's still 5:25 left in the ball game. Lots of time left.
Yeah, too much time. The Lion defense is going to have to step up again here. They want to get an opening win here in 2021.
Leander leading by 3.
Sunheim staying in there in the middle. The big sophomore got a fumble recovery to end the last drive. We'll see what he can do there for the Lions.
Mendez, man in motion, is a handoff up the middle.
And guess who's there? Sundheim, number 55 from that nose spot, making a tackle with a little help from number 46, Tony Clayer.
Johnson able to pick up maybe 1 yard. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. Ball's on the 34-yard line of the Grizzlies. Clock now down to 5 minutes. Yeah, this is basically Leander needs a defensive stand. This is the biggest defensive
in a
play
decade.
Right here. Yep, right here.
In a decade
so
for
now,
the Lions.
look at Grizzlies spreading out a little bit. 2 receivers trying to spread it out. Roll out and his pitch to the right side.
They forced it back in, though.
Nice job by number 22 out there to turn it back in. Max Kreitz, outstanding play by Max, coming up, turning that ball in and getting in on the tackle. Great job.
Ortiz there as well, picking up the scraps that Kreitz turned inside.
Tried a little trick play, tried to spread out the corners, open up a little bit of running room, but Kreitz coming up with a great tackle.
They really only got about a yard on that play.
3rd and 7 here for the Grizzlies. Clock down to 4:15. Mendez getting ready for the snap. Going to the wide side again. Got to get the angle. Let's get out there. Brzezinski, great tackle by Brzezinski.
He's had a big game tonight. Big game.
Wow. Great job by Brzezinski.
They're going to have to go for it here on 4th and 2.
Contreras has been making those all night long, getting those first downs, 10, 15 yards a pop on the wide
4th and
side.
4, I mean.
But Brzezinski coming up and showing his speed and able to make that open field tackle. Biggest play here for Leander in a long time here on defense.
Even bigger than the one that was the biggest play in a decade.
All right, big play here. 3:33 left in the ball game. 4th and 4 for the Grizzlies. Mendez in the shotgun. Man in motion. Snap is back. And is that delay a game or a timeout?
So
timeout,
timeout
Grizzlies.
because to avoid the delay a game.
Timeout Grizzlies. Looks like they're going to do a play action pass.
Yeah, well, they showed their hand now. So will they come back out with it? You know, that can come to your advantage or disadvantage because they only need 4 yards. And I promise you they're averaging more than 4 yards a play right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they try and get it in Contreras' hands again on the wide side of the field, either by a pitch or a counter. Yep.
That would be my play call, or maybe even a swing pass if you still want to show a little play action, fake a dive, and hit him on a flare route. I don't know how well he catches, but he sure can run the ball.
Yep.
Well, this shows you that Leander's getting in their heads. They've been perfect on that play clock all night, getting down to 2 seconds and playing. And tonight, all the way up until right now.
I know. It's 4th down and 4. Big play.
Yep, this is exciting. Leander defense got to make a play. Mendez. Contreras off to the right side. Looks like they're spreading some receivers out. Trips over here on the near side.
I wouldn't worry too much about the
Mendez
pass.
in the shotgun.
Empty set.
Got Johnson over on the left side in the wing. Snap is back. He's looking to throw. Quickly throws out. It's incomplete.
The Lions have the ball back and an opportunity to run this clock out with 3:18 remaining.
He tried to go to Mendez on that little swing pass. The ball was too low, unable to catch it. Leander gets the ball right here at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10.
You can run the ball straight ahead and burn almost half of the clock off.
Grizzlies have 1 timeout left. So let's see what Leander does here. Franklin's in the backfield. They're looking over there. Gordon offset to the right side. Joaquin Garza down on the near side. Fisk up on the far side.
They haven't even started the play clock. There it goes.
Snap is back as a handoff up the middle. He's got some room. Good push. Got about 5 on that from Franklin.
That was a nice little stutter step in the hole from Franklin. Otherwise, he would have been stopped.
Let's see if they get this clock running down as far as they can. That's what Leander needs to do. They need to burn this clock, keep it rolling. 2:55. Play clock now just starting at 22. Take your time, Leander.
Yeah.
Take your
Game
time.
clock's down 2:45 and moving. Glenn's going to want to hang on to that timeout as long as they can in case they get the ball back.
Clock now down to 7. Watching the play clock, gets the snap. Another handoff up the middle to Franklin. He's got enough for the first down.
Yes.
Big run right there. He dove forward, able to keep his knees off the ground, put his hand down, diving forward for that first down. That's huge.
That was huge. Big senior play from the senior running back. Considering he's only been running the ball on the varsity for about a year and a half, well, a game and a half a year.
Yep.
That shows good intelligence. Down to 2:08.
Yep, play clock down to 13.
Lions just want to maintain possession.
Parrott in the shotgun. Likely another handoff to Franklin. And it is up the middle. He gets stood up, but he gets a push. He's still driving. Got about 2 or 3 on that push, most of it running backwards, pushing back with his legs. Another positive play for Alexander Franklin.
Showing that he's still got a little bit of energy. Haven't seen him go down with a cramp yet.
Nope. Down to 1:30 on the clock. Let's see when or if the Grizzlies will call a timeout. 2nd and 8. More than likely after this play.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they get a stop here, it'll be burned. And even if not, probably even with a first down, they'll likely burn it. Because they'll want to tell their players to be ripping at the ball. And they probably have already told them that, but they want to
Let's see if Leander's going to burn this down and call a timeout here.
They will.
Play clock is down to 3, 2, 1, and they are calling a timeout. You're listening to Leander Lions football on SHN Sports. Outstanding game tonight. We want to thank our Booster Club sponsors, the Platinum sponsors, Thrive Realty, Modern Shade, PK Custom Pools, Quality Moving and Storage, and Funk.com. Well, Chuck, I mean, we wanted to see a good game, and we've seen an outstanding game tonight.
It's been excellent. And you know, it looks, you know, there's still time on the clock, so I don't want to get ahead of myself, but you know, it's looking pretty good for the Lions here with 1:05.
Yeah, they just need to hold on to the ball and don't pull in all the right moves play.
Right.
So here we go. 1:05 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Leander is up 20-17. Ball is on the Grizzlies' 26-yard line. Grizzlies have 1 timeout left.
The Lions taking every second of this timeout to plan out what they're going to do here on 2nd and 3rd down, likely.
Lions trot back out on the line, or out onto the field. Parrott and Franklin once again in the backfield. 5 men up top for the Grizzlies on defense. Another handoff to Franklin. No, Parrott's going to keep it. Runs a little bit, may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
Right about there.
And they do call their timeout here, so it'll now be 3rd and 7 with 58 seconds left in the ballgame.
I want to shout out all of the listeners and people watching online. I see the chat room is going as well. We're glad that you've joined us here tonight on SHN Sports, and we look forward to the last 58 seconds here ticking off that clock so Lions have you're as close as you can be to opening the season 1-0.
Yeah. So assuming they run here and don't get the first down, by the time they set up and the play clock's going, there's only going to be 20 seconds left,
right.
maybe, if that, if they don't get a first down on 4th down.
Yeah, Glenn may still touch the ball here.
Yep. Now, you don't want to throw the ball here for Leander. If they do something like a play action, I'd be shocked. It'd probably be wide open for a touchdown, but I wouldn't take that chance.
No.
I'd give the ball to Franklin. I'd say, let's do it. Let's finish this game right here. Get out the offensive line, get them pumped up. Let's get a victory. Let's see if they can punch it in the end zone here on this play. Because the Grizzlies are going to sell out whatever they do.
They have to.
See if they do maybe some type of counter, or they may just run it up the middle and say, hey, we're burning this clock. And it looks like that's what they're doing. It looks like they're getting in the victory formation here.
Yeah, they just don't want to turn the ball over.
And they are taking a knee here. That was number 10, Joaquin Garza, in at quarterback. So he takes the knee. Clock is now down to 51. Play clock at 35. So by the time this runs down, I would imagine Leander will take a timeout here.
Yeah, they have the timeout to burn.
So about 14-second difference.
And then they'll probably come out and kick a field goal. A lot of commotion going on in the high school parking lot right now.
I mean, we could do one of those peewees where you get the ball and run around the backfield
right.
as long as you can.
Just
But the clock is down to 5, 4, 3,
right.
2, 1.
Timeout.
And they call the timeout with
right.
1 second left. There's 13 seconds left on the game clock here. Leander's up 20-17.
Do you attempt a kick here?
I wouldn't. I don't know if I would, because if they block it and return it, ball game.
You know, Parrott could potentially run 13 seconds off the clock running around in the back, but, that's just so dangerous.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, he'd almost have to out-sprint the Glenn defense for a safety here, basically.
Yeah, yep. I don't know. I mean, you try a field goal here, you make it, that's wonderful. If you miss it, that's fine. You're going to burn off more on the clock.
Right.
If it's
but
a
if
bad
something
snap,
bad
or if they
happens,
block it,
you
and
could
the
lose
ball's
the
behind
game.
The line, they pick it up and run it back, and that's ball game. So
it's too risky. I agree.
But if you run a play here, you're going to get about 2 seconds off the clock. Maybe they'll have 10 seconds left to try and score on one play.
And then you'll get in prevent and hopefully not commit any kind of interference.
Yep.
That would give the Grizzlies an opportunity to kick a tying field goal, depending on where that interference called.
Or be too passive back there in the backfield, and then they get a block or two, and they allow an open seam. So here we go. Let's see what Leander calls on this. Parrott is in the backfield. It looks like they're in the victory formation. I would imagine they're going to snap it back to him. Clean snap. See if he burns a couple seconds off.
That's why he's in shotgun.
Running back. And he throws it deep into the back of the end zone. Incomplete. 8 seconds left on the ball game.
Yeah, he wasn't even trying to complete that pass.
Nope.
He just wanted to keep it as long as he could and then throw it as far as he could to burn as many of those seconds off the clock as he could.
I like that play call.
Yeah,
I like
it's not
that
bad.
Play call.
Because it did catch the Grizzly defense a little bit off guard, and it actually gave Parrott more time to throw the ball than he's had all night.
So here we go, 8 seconds. This is likely the last play unless it's an incomplete pass. They may get another shot. Twins on the far side. Single receiver down here on the near side. Nope. Now he's heading back over to the far side.
They got no timeouts.
Trips on the left. Let's see if
Lions
they try and
call a timeout.
Yep. Let's see if they try and swing a runner outside on the short side of the field. They had trips on the far side. No one over here.
You got to watch a little hitch and ladder play.
So outstanding game tonight from both teams.
Yes.
This has been a nice game. Mickey, first game thoughts for Leander?
I'm impressed with how clean everything's been. I didn't see a lot of mistakes. It didn't take them long to settle down. And good, smart play tonight.
Yeah, I think they definitely did not do too much to themselves to cause themselves to lose, which has been something that's happened to the Lions, not in as much in the last couple of years, but in recent history, it's kind of plagued Leander.
Well, and you still expect a little bit more of that on the first game.
Especially early in the season.
So Contreras is the outside receiver on the far side. They do have some defenders over here at corner if that back tries to swing out of the backfield, but we'll see what they do here. Let's see if Leander can get a sack.
Two-man rush.
Yeah, 2 men on the rush. So here they come. Come to the middle. He's looking to throw. Throws. It is complete. And the ball's loose on the ground. Tackle by Jake Webster. Is that who that was?
The clock did not start. There's like 6 seconds left.
Wow. So what are they going to do? They're going to put the ball down? Let's see. 2. Where's the clock? Why isn't the clock running?
There it is.
There it is.
And there's the game. Yeah, I think there are a lot of Leander coaches about to have a conniption.
Hey, well, look at that. If they're going to, let's see what the refs do here, if they're going to give another play or not. But Leander's already celebrating on the field.
Well, I guess if it was an incompletion, then, yeah, they would have another play. But it wasn't an incompletion. He caught it and got tackled. And
That's right.
he didn't convert a first down, so the clock wouldn't stop. Game over.
Yeah, this is crazy. This doesn't make sense.
They put 2 seconds on the clock here.
Yeah, because they're moving the chain up, so it wasn't an incomplete pass. They're now moving the chain up. It's now 2nd and 2. Or 2nd and 1.
Yeah, I would.
That's they blew that one. Sorry, they blew that one.
You got to start the game clock before the snap.
So here we go. One last play. Leander's got a hold. Oh, and they're moving.
In motion.
Motion.
That'll run the clock off because if it's an offensive penalty. Should be ball game.
No. Talking again. Let's see what they're going to decide.
Well,
we didn't like
it's
that
at
last
least a
play
5-yard penalty.
Didn't like that last play call by the officials. Didn't think that was
The
right.
ball start on 79, Glenn. The clock is under 1 minute. The foul created the clock to stop. 10-second runoff. Game is over.
There we go. Ball game.
That's what
Leander
I thought.
wins 20-17. Outstanding game by the Leander Lions. They come across victorious tonight. First game of the season. And look how excited they are out there. This is great. This is a great start for the Leander football season.
Yeah, and, Coach Price came in here under his first season. He had a program in disarray. He got here midway through the year. His second year, you expected there to be some improvement, but then COVID happened. And so to see him open the season with a big win over crosstown rival Glenn, nobody deserves it better than Coach Price and his Lions. They're really building something here. There's more kids in the program than there have been in a good 8 or 10 years.
Yep.
And the excitement in this school and in this town is palpable.
Yep. No, great job by the offense, great job by the defense, great job by special teams. And I was impressed with Franklin at the scrimmage, but he had an outstanding game today.
He's gonna be the standard bearer for the Lions this year. If he can stay healthy, he can take them pretty far. And that offensive line played really well tonight. And credit Aiden Parrott. He minimized his mistakes. This is a young man that didn't play a lot of quarterback before last year, and he didn't really play a whole lot last year.
Yep.
So he's really taken on a new role here, and he minimized the mistakes, and he managed the game like a veteran.
Yep, he sure did. And we saw some of the jitters early on with some of the high throws, but as the game went on, he was hitting those passes and bringing that his arm slot down just a hair and making those throws. But, hey, great job by Leander tonight. They get the victory 20-17. Outstanding game all the way around. Look how excited they are out on the field. I mean, this is great for them and a confidence boost. And hopefully this will keep pushing on through the season. So I want to thank you, Chuck and
Yes,
Mickey,
sir.
for helping out tonight, running the show, running the camera. I want to thank SHN Sports for the game. We also want to thank our sponsors one more time. Platinum sponsors Thrive Realty, Modern Shade, PK Custom Pools, Quality Moving and Storage, and Funk.com. So for Mark Sickles, Chuck Tracy, Mickey Holden, SHN Sports, good night. Lions are victorious. We'll see you on Thursday.